Hey guys, my name is Ruben Phoenix and this is Drawing the Human Figure from Your Mind Advanced Head Study Lesson 8. Okay, so now where we are, let's say we're getting the mind to be comfortable with these ideas of moving these features around on the human head. So now let's do like, let's say kind of like a surprise look. Uh, and here we know that all we have to really do is, okay, so we start out with that same idea of the human head, right? So here again I'm just using a ballpoint pen for this, and I'm going to be sketchy about these ideas over here, not doing finished drawings. Okay, just looking at some simple concepts over here. So later you will come up and fix it. Okay, so here let's say we start out with that same idea where the brow is, right? Because we know that I'm sorry, where this line here for the brow, and we know what the fat system is. We know that this fat system over here can't go up or down, right? It's only the section of the eyebrows that are going to do anything. So over here, when we put this down, so let's say if we do a surprise look, it would like flatten out a little bit, right? Because the muscles are being stretched. We can still specify at least the line over here, like so, but this would like become much more exposed if we like did a surprise look, meaning that for a surprise look, all this stuff here where the eyebrow was, so if we did just a regular expression, the eyebrow would sit over here. But let's say if we do kind of like a surprise look, right, we would end up moving the eyebrow pretty far out. Okay, and then you would get those muscles over here, and a few, then you would get those light lines over here. So for here, it's going to be the same thing, that we know that it's going to kind of like just become much more exposed and not flatten out too much, but enough. And when you're doing these expressions, obviously check them out on yourself in the mirror at least, right? And you'll get a better understand the feel for it when you're putting these lines down as to what exactly are you putting down. So when this stuff goes up, we know that over here this stuff is going to flatten out, right? Because and if that happens, you're not going to get too many lines over here. It's just going to be much more of a flat surface over here, but not obviously too flat, but you know that there's some muscles over here, but you get the idea. So what I'm saying over here. Okay, so with this in place, right, so we know that, okay, right, of course, that means that, well, for a surprise look where the eyes are going to bulge out more, I mean they're going to open up more, right? So we can do like much more bigger eyes. And when this happens, right, this is going to be much more deeper over here, like this. And here we're just moving this area over here. We're not interested in moving anything else. Okay, and then we can just go about our business and start putting all that same stuff down again. So here maybe I'll do the nose a little fatter over here. You have to just experiment with whatever you can. How many different types of noses can you do? And over here, we're just going to leave the lips exactly the same and see what, just moving this area over here just gives the human head a lot of power in its emotion. So here we're just going to shade this in kind of same way, and over here it's just going to be much more flatter, obviously, right? And again, we're just sketching these ideas out, right? We're not doing finished drawings. Okay, so when the eyes go up here, you would note that obviously that the skull is underneath here, and it would start exposing this part of the bone over here a little bit, right? Okay, so let's just do quick shading over here and see what that gives us. Okay. Right, so it's more of a surprise look, and you obviously just experimented with a little bit over here and just open his eyes up more, or whatever you want to do, right? Or if you're doing realistic paintings, you have to be very subtle in these movements. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson.